Yeah, we got a theory about this Esteban de Dorantes, Estebanico. They say people often cite Coronado as being the first explorer to make contact with the inhabitants of New Mexico. Actually, the man who first interacted with the indigenous population was Esteban. I'm just going to have to let that sink on in. A Moorish slave, huh? So you want us to believe, y'all want us to believe that, wow, old Charles, your boy, Charles V, is still ruling during this 1500 to 1558 period. The Roman emperor still looks like this, right? Let's just take this in. But y'all want us to believe that Estebanico, who looks the same, is a Moorish slave from Portugal? A Moorish slave. How could it be when the emperor looks like you? Nah, I don't think he was a slave. I don't buy the slave story. You know, we got a theory. We're entitled to a theory. I think he was working for Charles and them. Esteban, born Mustafa Zemmour, 1501. Wait, when was Charles reign? Charles was reigning in 1500. So Esteban was 1 year old, damn near, when Charles became emperor. And he's a Moorish slave? Come on, man. You running the place, Esteban. You running the place. Oh, you almost had us. The Portuguese military conquered the city in 1522 and captured Esteban. So they want us to believe. Because we about to watch some cartoons. I promise y'all we're going to watch cartoons. We've been saying for a while we're going to watch cartoons. So don't be surprised that we're watching cartoons. We're grown people that do dig on some cities of gold. I know the Templar do. Ahab to the Templar. Aquatai Bat, I know she definitely digs on these cities of gold. Okay. So you want us to believe that Esteban's 21 years old. He becomes a slave. Mustafa's a slave at 21. At 21. At 21. Charles. And this is interesting. You know, are they saying that he was the emperor from 1500 to 1558, or that he was born 1500 to 1550? I mean, then they got them kind of overlapping like they pretty much the same exact age. Either one, you know, I'll go with the fact that, with the theory that he was reigning for that long as emperor. Okay, I'll take that. He was emperor. He was in his 21st, 22nd year of being Naga nigga emperor, Roman emperor. And Zamore Esteban is supposed to be a slave during the 22nd reign of Charles V. Or were you handpicked, chosen, child of the sun, to come on over to the Americas? Maybe you were born in America. Esteban in the cartoon says he feels like South America is his home. Maybe they knew Esteban had to drop because, he was born out here or something. You know, he already had relations with the indigenous population. So they're saying this black man is the first man ever to interact with the indigenous Nagas. And if you forgot what an indigenous Naga is, just look at the definition of an American in 1828. Originally applied to the Aboriginals or copper-colored races, not brought here on boats from Africa, but found here by the European. And the European looks like this. Oh yeah, he's the first European, king over the Inca. What it say in that Lima, Peru panel? First subsequent European king of the Inca, right? Because he took over the Inca dynasty in America. The Roman Emperor Charles V, where Esteban Zamora is now leading the expedition along with Coronado in there, Marcos Niza in there, Mendoza in there. But he's supposed to be a slave. He didn't look like a slave in the cartoon. It looked like they was begging him to come because he can control the sun. Because every year he was able to bring the sun out because they didn't get no sun. They didn't get no sun. They gonna want us to believe Esteban, we about to watch some cartoons, man. They gonna want us to believe Esteban's looking like this, right? When in reality, Esteban's looking more, oh yeah, like this. And they're taking down links. But it's cool because, we got the drop. Esteban looking more like this. This is Esteban de Dorantes. How did he go from this grown-ass man with his dogs? Do he look like a Moorish slave to you? Or does he look like a royal? Does he look like he and he are rocking together to conquer the Americas? But in the story, they want us to believe that he's a slave. But he ain't even a slave in the cartoon. He's a free little guy. He's doing what he wanted to do. They're begging him to keep the sun out. They need some more sun. See, we got a theory, right? We got a theory. That Esteban is no slave. He's somebody they venerated. He's the child of the sun. To the Christianites, the Hebrews that are really Christians, this is your Yahweh Shai, man. You ain't connected it yet. This is their JC. Esteban is venerated, man. We just got a theory. It's okay. You see, Mission Church, San Esteban del Rey, Esteban the King. We're talking about Pueblo churches that are venerating San Esteban Pueblos. Let's do it like this. Since they be deleting links, let's just do it like this. San Esteban is a martyr, my naga, because he was killed by the indigenous Nagas in Hawiku, New Mexico. Because he brought weapons of death and was stealing their women in turquoises. This martyr is the same Christian martyr. He, right? Watch, man. This is, you know, San Esteban, San Esteban. I mean, just look at all the San Estebans, right? San Esteban is venerated. Just to let us know that we talking about the same thing. You see the shipwrecks right here. Spanish cargo ship wrecked off the coast of what is now Texas. And then they got taken in, and, many of them died from that. Only a few survived, and all this stuff happened. So this Esteban is all the same. Hold up. We just got a theory. Church, San Esteban Church. So they just showed us the shipwreck. Look at these St. Stephen churches, right? I didn't have to even do it. They brought us to my next point because we got it there. San Esteban is St. Stephen, the Christian martyr. Stephen is also known as Stephen the Christ. I'm going to go quickly because this is part 18. Go get the drop. You got the playlist. So it's a whole playlist, so go get the drop. St. Stephen is Stephen the Christ. This is the OG original Christ for them. This is their anointed. He's the child of the sun. He's the little Ra, little Ra, He's commanding the sun to come out, man. Not the little, kid they put looking like this, but the grown ass dude, man, looking like this. Oh, man. Esteban has an Atlantis connection in the cartoon, and Tao has a Mu or, Hiva people, land of Mu connection. So they're different frequencies, just like Israelites and Moabites, you know what I mean? Just in terms of the biblical history, Confederacy, Psalms 83, Confederacy. These are the tribes that are Confederate. They call them a Moorish slave. What they really are calling him is a Moabite. A Moor. Zamor. Whatever he is, he's against Israel. That's why Tao wasn't dealing with him. Tao didn't trust him and his people. Put it together. We about to watch some cartoons. Hey, every time we come back to this checkpoint, it's because we earned it, man. All right? We earned it, so let us have some fun. We just popping off, and they just tuning in. We got a theory. This is St. Stephen. St. Stephen. All right. Look, man. Because they're bringing it up, not me. I don't even got to bring it up. St. Stephen Catholic Church. St. Stephen Martyr Catholic Church. St. Stephen Baptist Church. St. Stephen Martyr Catholic Church. Church of San Esteban. Church of San Esteban de Armel. Mission Church, San Esteban del Rey. That's the one we were just looking at. San Esteban. All right, look. All right. So Stephen, little Stephen, Black Stephen, right? I'm just making sure we're talking about the same Stephen. Right? Black Stephen, Stephen the Black. They say he's an enslaved Moroccan. So he's from Morocco. He's enslaved though, right? This is how they slaves look, right? Armor and all this stuff, right? Slaves got the armor, huh? I ain't never seen no slaves in armor. I ain't never seen it, man. Esteban's experience as a survivor of the failed Panfilio de Narvaez expedition to Florida in 1528 made him a natural choice to lead in exploration. What slave leads in exploration? When you looking like this, and the Roman Emperor Charles, who you checking in with, looks like this. But you're a slave, and you from Morocco? And this is body bag for the illusion. So he led an exploration into the fabled lands. So just know that you're in fabled lands to them, okay? Of the north and what is now northern Mexico, Arizona, New Mexico, Utah. These are the lands of the Presta. This is what we're digging on. Who was Presta John? Who are you after? Who are you seeking? Fountain of youth, Holy Grail, Jerusalem, Holy City. So all this Arizona, Mexico, New Mexico, Colorado, Utah, California, all this is fabled lands. America's fabled land. India Superior is fabled lands. All right, so we got a theory, right? Let me just get to it. That old Black Stephen here, right? Stephen the Black is Saint Stephen, which is why they venerate him and they venerate Saint Stephen. Saint Stephen, they'll have it look like this now, right? Okay. Okay. Now remember the timelines, chronology, Scaliger, Batavius, three major chronological time shifts, right? 333 years, 1,054 years, 1,778 years. Those are three different time shifts that they took something from one period of time and shifted it back, sometimes up to 1,800 years, sometimes 1,000 years, sometimes a few hundred years. All this matters, man, because you have to let it all play to see clearly that old Black Saint Stephen. Oh, Stephen means wealth. Oh, he's a slave. But Esteban means wealth, crown. I thought he was a slave. I think they mean he's a royal. Reward, honor, renown, fame. That's Esteban. Often given as a title rather than a name. So they gave him a title of wealth, crown, reward, honor. This is Esteban. It don't sound like no slave title. This is a title. He just told you his name is Azamor. So Stephanos, Hakodash. Uh-oh. Now we speaking Hebrew. Now we speaking that pure water. Now they give this Stephen this timeline, right? Now who does this remind you of with this timeline? Come on, you got it. Yeah, that's the same timeline as JC, right? But let's make sure. Ah man, crab, bird. All right, all right. So we're here and we're seeing. I'm just trying to get this timeline together. That most are saying that he was born 4 BC. All right. He's in 4 BC. Back to Saint Stephen. Okay. So they're giving him was it 5 AD? So they're about 9 years apart. All right, so Stephen and JC are about 9 years apart. And then his demise is 34 AD. His demise is 34 AD. Death of JC taking place between. Come on, man. Look at this. Come on, man. Y'all got to see clearly, man. This is their Christ. But his name is Esteban. These are all titles. There ain't no J. Jesus is Zeus, right? Esteban is the child of the sun. Ra is Zeus. Con. This is Zeus, Con. Living as a martyr, right? Living a life of a martyr to be venerated. Dies between 30 and 36. That's JC. That's their Christ, right? JC dies between 80, 30, and 36. Saint Stephen dies at 34 AD. 34 AD is sometime between 30 and 36, ain't it? That's when he was crucified, well, or martyred, or hung from a tree like the book of Acts say. What happened to Esteban? Come on, let's go. So it looked like they pushed this back, over 1,000 years, whatever the case is, connecting it with this fake ass history that they, brought up to, man. And this is what we're all seeing right now, that it's a bunch of fake history, man. Will the real Stephen please stand up? So he was traditionally venerated as a pro-martyr or first martyr of Christianity. Body bag, man. Body bag for the illusion. Saint Stephen, Black Esteban Dorantes. And why is he a saint, Managi? Because he's leading them to the promised land. Whoever's following him, these Spaniards and Portuguese, whoever, he's leading them to the promised land, like Moshe. If you thought Christopher Columbus was their Moses, because he led them over here, he's the one that really popped off. Or are they all the same thing? I mean, we could talk Saint Christopher. He is a part of the theory, because according to this Saint Christopher situation, just like they pushed that timeline back from Esteban from 1500, they pushed it way back to damn near the BCs, right? To just like Scaliger Batavius said, just like Anatoly Fomenko breaks it down with the chronology, with the Russian chronology. So now you got Saint Christopher, who could also be the same as Christopher Columbus. Remember, this is a title, Christ of Ophir, of Ophir. Ophir is this land of gold. We're talking cities of gold, right? Put it together so we can get into this cartoon we popping off. Saint Christopher, who would also be a Columbus, is venerated by several Christian denominations as a martyr killed in the reign of 3rd century Roman Emperor Decius. So all these martyrs, or alternatively under the Emperor Maximus Dai, there appears to be confusion due to the similarity of Decius and Dai churches and monasteries named after him by the 7th century. And how does he relate to Saint Stephen? Let's get it. You know what I mean? For the pop-offness, man. Let's just get it for the pop-offness. So he's known to carry a child who was with him across a river before the child revealed himself as Christ. How many Christ are there? Managa? Look at these dates they're throwing. Now we're in 200, right? Now we're at 200. All right. But JC is way back in what, 5 BC, 5 AD to 30 something AD. So we're 200 years after that. And this child reveals himself as Christ. 200 years after JC. They're just flip flopping and belly flopping in the timelines, man. And how does it relate to Columbus? Therefore, he is the patron saint of travelers. Uh-oh. Who would be their patron saint of travelers? The person who traveled over here and discovered America, right? That's who they're venerating people from the 1500s, my noggin, and passing them way back in the timeline. They're throwing it real history from the 14, 15, 1600s and pushing them back 1500 years, 1600 years, sometimes 1800 years. And they're duplicating history. They're duplicating the timeline. But the real history is what's happening in the 14, 15, 1600s. Because before that, they got no history. So they're trying to create history in our Facebook. No one will be the patron saint of travelers named Christopher other than Christopher Colombo, who is a saint to them because he brought them here, along with Esteban, who he probably carried over here since Columbus was the one, with the voyages, right? I'll think about the timeline. 1492, Columbus sails the ocean blue. Esteban is born, they say, what? 1501. So he's born about 8 years after Columbus first started sailing. Could he also be a child that was carried over a river by St. Christopher? I think this St. Stephen, this is my theory. It's my theory, my nigga. All right? Have your theory, it's my theory. I believe that this St. Stephen is the child who was carried across the river by Columbus, who is their patron saint of travelers. And I think that this super child that's able to control the sun, they say, bring the sun out for him, could be a Ra situation, a Zeus in flesh. Like they say, JC is the son of God, or God in the flesh. This could be a Zeus, uh, you know, a martyred life he's choosing to live. Let's say like that. And I think this Zeus child heals Columbus of his dog-headedness. You see, St. Christopher didn't look like this. St. Christopher is a dog head. Yeah. I mean, they want St. Christopher, to look like this. This old white guy carrying a child across the river. And the child, you see, got the child got that halo around him. They both got halos because they're both saints, right? This is what they want him to look like until you say, nah, 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 nah. Now that you see what they're selling it, carrying Christ, right? Remember that. You got to put dog head in there, man, so you can see the drop. Uh-oh, boss. Uh-oh, boss. Uh-oh, boss. Look at this dog. Carrying his Christ child. This is what they really talking about. And I think this Christ child, Stephen, Esteban, was able to heal St. Christopher of his dog-headedness, cynocephalisis. I think he got healed by him, transformed him into, something that looked human, right? But really, he's a doghead like many other ones today are still dogheads. You'll see. They're still dogheads. Yeah, see, that's the real part of the story about this St. Christopher or Columbus and how it relates to Estebanico in the 1500s. Remember, Columbus died of syphilis or gout. Syphilis is cynocephalus, or the cynocephali are the dog heads. So how does it go from this to them wanting us to think he's looking, like a little painting, right? They want us to think like he's looking like this painting. Look at this. This is what they do. If you don't put dog head, this is all you're going to get in history. This is all you're going to see in his story. You're not going to see the truth. Look at this, Christopher. Yeah, you're not going to see the truth. That they're only talking about dog head. Come on, man. You know we can't make this stuff up. Cynocephalus. And Columbus dies of syphilis, or is said to be connected with syphilis, the first to bring syphilis to Europe. They said syphilis is cynocephalus. You're talking dog-headedness. And did he get any cure, at least a temporary cure, from Esteban or Saint Stephen? And here's the body bag on the body bag, other than the fact that they died at the same time, JC and Stephen. Saint Stephen died, what they say again? 34? Yeah, 34 AD. JC died between 30 and 36 AD. They're contemporaneous. They're living at the same time. They're popping off at the exact same time, Saint Stephen and Christ, right? But he is the Christ, Stephen the Christ. And not only that, Black Stephen is your Yahweh Shai. Since you want to rock with this New Testament, this Zeusism, this is how they tricking you. You you giving Esteban, child of the sun, the power. This is who the New Test is popping off all about. This is the guy that's walking around with his apostles. It's Esteban. Hey, when is Esteban venerated? Saying, oh, he was, oh, man. Hey, Stephen Day. Come on, man. I'm out of here. Hey, I'm out of here, man. I was going to watch some cartoons with y'all, but I can't take no more. December 26th. I'm out of here. Another Zeus birthday, another winter solstice, another Christmas. Let's make it a day after Christmas. Why not, right? So Saint Stephen is venerated at the same exact time as their JC. Dies at the exact same time as their JC. Oh, Saint Stephen. The only source for information about Stephen is the New Testament book of Acts, of the apostles, Stephen is mentioned in Acts 6 as one of the Greek-speaking Hellenistic Jews selected to participate in a fair distribution of welfare to Greek-speaking widows. So they gave him a cameo, Esteban. And yeah, he would know about the widows. Once you read the story of Esteban, how he was stealing all the women from the tribes. He walked through, just start taking women and stealing their turquoises. And now we got the Acts of the Apostles, or what was that word again? Apostatize. Ain't it crazy? Have y'all ever thought about how apostle spelled the exact same as APOST and then a LE comes from the word apostatize, which means to renounce a religious or political belief or principle. So these apostles are literally renouncing principles. Whose principles? Renouncing the code is what an apostle. They want us to think it just means a follower, man. It's connected to something much deeper. Apostatize. Renounce a religious or political belief or principle. I just want y'all to think about that. Now that we know that Saint Stephen is definitely venerated as a martyr, also known as Stephen. The group set out in 1539 by prior agreement. Esteban traveled several days ahead of Fray Marcos, leaving behind him a trail of crosses of varying size corresponding with his findings. Esteban returned to his previous role as a healer, interpreter, go-between, just a hustler, and son of the sun. Come on, man. I'm out of here, man. So he celebrated at the same time as the Son of God, right? Venerated December 26th, right? Convinced of his healing powers. Zeus, right? JC, right? He's healing people. JC's healing people. They're living at the same time because this is Saint Stephen. They get martyred at the same time. He got 300 natives join his retinue, provided him with numerous presents. He's getting worshipped. He's getting worshipped while he's living. He's bringing out the sun. All went well until he reached Hawaku, a Zuni pueblo located just east. So we're talking Kalelu. So he's walking in Kalelu, east of the Arizona-New Mexico border. He sent a message ahead stating he was coming to establish peace and to heal them. They said, come on, bro. We're hijack free. We ain't on no play. Pueblo elders responded with the warning he must not enter the village. Back, Esteban. We don't want none of that hijack. To his detriment, Esteban ignored the warning. He said, man, I'm Esteban. I'm the child of the sun. I'm the son of the sun. Oh, that's deep. He ignored the warning, and the word of his death reached Fray Marcos, who gazed at Hawaku from afar, then headed back to Mexico City, claiming to have discovered the fabled golden city of Cibola. They're looking for the city of gold. And he didn't get no further than Hawaku, New Mexico, because he ignored the warning when they said back, we want to be hijack free. They looking for the golden city. So, you know, our theory so far, is a complicated one, but it really comes together and it's beautiful. This child of the sun, this Esteban, old Black Stephen. Esteban Black Stephen. Estebanico. Estebanico. Let's go. His real name was Mustafa Azamore. They say he was sold into slavery 1522 in the Portuguese-controlled Moroccan town of Azamor on the Atlantic coast. It is unclear what his background was. Some contemporary accounts refer to him as a Moor. And how is he rocking as a Moor when there's a Moor who wants more on the throne of the Roman Empire? Charles V, Holy Roman Emperor, 1500s to 1558. I'm just saying, this is 1522. This is Charles's reign, and you telling me he's a slave? He's a Moor and he's a slave, right? While other accounts call him the Black, which suggests some sub-Saharan African ancestry. As a Moor may have been raised a Muslim, but because Spain did not allow non-Catholics, particularly Muslims and Jews, to travel to the New World, most historians believe that he was required to convert to Roman Catholicism. You know why? Because the Roman emperor looked like this. So they want to rock Zeus their way. You over there rocking Zeus your way. Yeah, man. His Christian name, Esteban, meaning Stephen, suggests that he may have been baptized. Man. I'm gonna leave all these links so you can go get some, further background, and you got the drive from all the other parts we've done and covered, similar recon. But they made an entire like Black Death Kachina figure, this Kakwana, which literally, is like a Black Death figure. You know what I'm saying? So it's just letting you know. Others speculate he was killed for demanding turquoise in women. Y'all thought I made that up? He was killed for demanding turquoise and women. Why not? Taking the aquas. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man. We don't play like that. This ain't no play. They're searching for the fabled 7 cities of Cibola. So everything's around these 7 cities of gold, man. And this wasn't no play. This wasn't no myth. You know what I'm saying? Looking for Prester John for 500 years and then coming over here, finding what's going on, rolling in the spot. When you get this whole Mendoza flow, all this is true, real spillionaire, man. So these are real people. And when you see this high technology in the cartoon, that's real too. they're real people, and that technology is real too, and this should give you a much, you know, more enlightened perspective of what they found when they mobbed up in this place. High tech, real blacks, real copper color cons, just like it says in their dictionary. What they found was what? Copper color races found here. It was a more war. And that's what the theory is connecting. And this Esteban is the same one they're venerating with their churches and pueblos, because he got them, further, right? He connected them, to things they wouldn't have connected to. He's a god to them. He's saint to them. And they pushed the saintness back 1,500 years so you would never connect. And he dies at the same time as their JC. And he's venerated at the same time. Come on, man. St. Stephen's Day, right? St. Stephen's Day. Feast of St. Stephen. We just got that Esteban was martyred asking for turquoises and women, right? And how we cool. He was the first. They just said Esteban's the first over here to make any contact. The man who first interacted with the Americans, the indigenous people in America, was this black man, right? This copper colored man, right? Nah, he's a black man. For real, for real. Man, he's the first to make contact. He's also the first Christian martyr. First. Because he was the first to make contact, and he was the first to get martyred, looking for us, looking for the 7 cities of gold. And that's the truth. It's more than a theory, my nugget. It's become the truth. He's celebrated on December 26th and December 27th. Hey, why not make it December 25th? Because that's Christ's birthday, right? He's celebrated then. Come on, man. Managa, put it together. This ain't no slave. This is their God. This is their son of God. This is Zeus in the flesh, martyr. Yeah, man. Looking for the golden city of Cibola. Rolling up in Howie Cool or Nuke Hiva. In town, the cartoon says he's from the Hiva people, from the Hiva Nagas. Now, all these Marquise Islands and French Polynesia Islands, all these used to be one continent. So what happened? Tao was a victim of that Atlantis and Mu War, and, left his place shattered. This was the result of it. Hiva Oa, Ua Huka, Nuka Hiva, Fatu Hiva. And are we talking Hiva or are we talking Hawa? They throw those V's in for those W's, switch the I's and the A's. Straight up. All right. We surfing the wave, man. And before we get into this cartoon, man, gotta remind you, man, get up in the drop shop and make sure you support my bro, my Naga, your Naga, Five Eyes Ma, who's dropping my pack one, man. This is, really our first, artist launch, man, that, true drop artists, you know what I'm saying, that's been making tribe up music. So we got the Mod Pack ones, official flash drives with all of tribe up music, Mod's music throughout the year. I mean, throughout the years, the bro stay in the studio, popping off MHOE, founder, you know what I'm saying? Just true to life, real one, man. So if you ever wanted, the official tribe up music, the official music, man, it's all going to be on this electric guitar flash drive called the Mod Pack one. And, if you get it, now I think we just dropped the price on you. Yeah, we got it for only 18, normally 25. So get your Mod Pack ones, special deal going down, and support MHOE. Like I said, co-founder MHOE. I'm so proud to pop off this project with my bro, get my noggins in the right garments, most high fashion. So you can get all your MHOE right now in the drop shop. Get the Goldilocks shirts and hoodies, man. These just shine on them. Everybody love them. They always ask, what does it mean? You turn them around. Most high over everything. They crack a smile because they gotta love it. They gotta love the vibration. The shirts are only 15, 2 for 25, 3 for 35. So you see it, man, 4 for 50. You get the MHOE classic hoodies, black and white. My favorite joint right here, man. I love wearing it every day. And you can get all the hoodies for only a dub, only $20 for a limited time, man. So get up in here, enjoy. Get the MHOE shirts, only 15. Vintage flow, feeling good on you. MHOE sky gray hoodies, another one of my new favorites because it's like low key, but it's just also bright and beautiful, man. The logo's dope. Love the Five Eyes Mod for designing this logo. The bro's amazing. Much more to come from the bro. And we got the MHOE Goldie hoodies. So get in here, support whatever you support. And all my niggas getting them press the packs, eat the packs, flat packs. All that is now available again for you because we had it out for a minute. We just put them back up last night. So, hey, they're back up. Get your Presta packs, and we got a special deal on the Presta packs. Normally 60, they're 45, man. This deal's going down in the drop shop. Ether packs are normally 34 as well as Ether pack 2s, and we got them for only 25, my niggas. So it's all happening. It's all happening. $25 Ether packs. The Ether Band flat pack with all your flat earth drop, all our flat earth videos and links and books and maps. Normally 45 is only 30. So, I mean, we got real big deals popping off. Get your flat packs, and you can get the entire super pack bundle. Buy all 4 Ether packs, Ether 1, Ether 2, press the pack, flat pack. And you can get all these packs for only $90, man. So that's just a super duper deal popping off. You're pretty much getting it for half price, man. You know what I'm saying? For everything. So allow why, get in here and enjoy the flow. Get your packs, support your MHOE flow. Get your Goldilocks, get your sky grays, get your classic black and whites. And just feel good and feel right, man, knowing that you are most high over everything. You know what I mean? And Five Eyes Mod just want us to always be reminded, man, no matter what we do, with what we're wearing, you got to be for the most high. So, just look out for us. Ponchos, man, robes, all kind of designs and flows, garments for the tribe. And get your Ma Pack 1 today. All the official Ma music, tribe up music in your face bone. Bundle them up and pop off, man. Hey, Five Eyes Mod, the bro, be building in real time, man. Coach Clay, what it do? It's all happening, man. We building the fence for Joy World and the Wada to all my Nagas supporting Joy World. Continuing to support us. Please, my Nagas, help us get to the 20,000 mark. We got a fence to finish. We got a shed. We got a $5,000 shed. We got a bunch of materials. We got, machinery. We got Nagas up there. We're helping Nagas, making sure they got room and board. Make sure we got food. So, all that went towards, the 10,000 flow, getting our shed, getting our materials building so far. And now we need to do another stretch. So please help us get to the 20,000 mark. Ahab, Sonia Baker, all my anonymous family, and all my Nagas that continue to support Joy World and just that want to see us build a blue, purple, red fence in Utah. It's our tribal project, our tribal flow, and the water got to continue. The water to our 500 cold, keep it Nagas that allow us to pop off, man. Allow the water to you, the water to all my Nagas, man. Just popping off for us. Eric Mays, what it do, man? All day. Allow. So I apologize for not being able to make it sooner. My Naga, you right on time. You're always on time. And, you're always amazing, bro. So we appreciate you. He said, but as we know, Big Mama Alma will test you to make sure that you are ready to weather the storm. Straight up. Shout out to my family in Texas. Still going through that weather. And whoever said this journey was going to be easy, lie. And the truth ain't in them. And I stick to the code for real. So I've been nonstop researching and boots on the ground doing what we are commanded to do. Choose her. Wisdom and knowledge over choice, silver and gold. So every day I pour out the cup and recon some more until the Shabbat, to the Sabbath. Then I take a break and rest up. Much ado to the tribe, and I'm just doing my part to help with the structuring of Nagaville Joy World. And remember, we one vibe, one tribe on the same frequency. So remember, breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Wow. Hey, how Eric Mays popping us off all the way up, man. That's amazing, man. That's what we needed because we got a wall of protection. Blue, purple, red, white, let it go, thread. Exodus 20 got us in cold. Exodus 26 it really got us popping off. And my Nagas, you out there, you got us popping off for Joy World. Lawa, and to Wada, to our dragon sponsors on the wall, all my Nagas, making sure we got, the daily radio shows popping, just the daily flow going, our app flowing, our website going strong. So, hey, Dragon sponsors, we appreciate you. We're able to break bread with all my Nagas dropping in the ether squad eye. And we're going to make sure we, update all this so you can get it here and support us, man. So, hey, and the Toe Texas Nagas got us popping off. What it do? You know what I'm saying? So the website's under construction. I'll update the link right away. Make sure you can get in there and do that. But you can always do it right here on the side. Just, surf the wave and click on, Gold Dragon Silver or Copper Dragon, 25, 50, 100 a month. We got them all over here. And this is why we're able to do what we're doing, keep the lights on. You know what I'm saying? So please support. Go over here to the side for now. And I'll update the link on the actual page and, make sure we got all that going, man. My Nagas, hey, Dragon Child got us blue, purple, red all the way, man. Nagaville up, man. Hey, out to my Nagas supporting Nagaville in real time. Let's go, man. Y'all ready to watch some cartoons? All right, man. We're going to do it and then we're going to get a dismount from part 17 when we talking that Estebanico Nuahive. Matter of fact, I'm going to get about 2 minutes of this and then we'll come back to it for the dismount and get in our cartoon flow. We just surfing away with a theory. Black Stephen, huh? Stephen, their Christ, venerated at the same time, died at the same time, martyred, first Christian martyr, right here in American soil. Hey, we just broke their spell because we keep our code. Yeah, when you're talking New Mexico, you're talking the Hawaku ruins. Yeah, this is where little Stephen, right? This is where little Stephen, who now has a whole church dedicated to him at this spot in New Mexico. The king, they call him. Yeah, man. This is where he got martyred. Oh, he gained a reputation as a medicine man and shaman. Did this Christ This Esteban, this Stephen, this saint, this child, he's a medicine man and a shaman. Did he heal Saint Christopher of his dog-headedness? Remember the cures for dog-headedness. Mercury got one that's real painful. You don't want to take that route. But you can get a peaceful, cure called the guaiaca tree, also known as the tree of life. Found right over here. Some say found in Mount Roraima. Yeah. Who cured Christopher of his dog-headedness, man? Who are they venerating? This Esteban. Following orders of the Roman Emperor. I'm just saying. Because Esteban, they said, brought weapons of death. Which is, why they gave him this moniker here, the Cacuana. This is what the locals called Esteban. Spanish explorer in 1529, Albert. And just to show you how they be on our tail, when we dropping these links, which is why we drop them on the ether packs. And love to my sister Tracy Lett. She's PDF so much of these links for us. So Ahab to you, Aqua. She's gone and really put that work in for us to make sure we maintain the information. But this same link here, this South Crossroads link, I just went to it, man. Let's look for it. Right here. Right here. Now it's gone. So this is why we do our best to preserve the links. We do drop them a lot, but, we also try to preserve some and then drop them on the packs, you know what I'm saying? Just to make sure we have them. So, yeah, just let you know, it's a war in real time. Let's get a couple minutes for this, and we're going to jump into this cartoon. Pop off, man. Esteban the Moor, Chronicles of Acacor, Part 18. Cities of Gold. Albert Nunez Cabeza de Baca, 3 companions survived a shipwreck at the mouth of what is now known as the Mississippi River. Esteban, a black Moor, right, was among the survivors. For 7 years, the 4 Spaniards wandered across the continent, living among native groups. In 1536, they straggled into the Spanish settlement of Culiacan in northern New Spain. Alright, so they say he's going around trading turquoises, jacking the turquoises. Then you got this Viceroy, eager for gold. Viceroy Antonio de Mendoza. So when you watch this cartoon, you hear Mendoza. You got Esteban. These are Moors, my nigga. They look like you. Frayo Marcos de Niza. All this, right? Dressed in skins, exotic apparel, carried a gourd and a copper rattle. Esteban traveled ahead of Friar or Fray Marcos de Niza. His mission was to prepare the native inhabitants for the approaching Spaniards. Body bag for the illusion. So when you see this kid in cartoon, just know he's a Negro. Okay, he was in his 20s, and they're showing him as a kid, but he was really in his 20s. They say he was a slave, but he's really, a chosen one. He's a chosen one. Yeah, he's a child of the sun. And they worship him to this day. This is their real Christ. JC was a cover store on top of what was happening in the Americas. Ooh, wait. Prepare the Naga for the invasion or to lead the invasion on the Naga. Yeah, man. According to Zuni oral history, Esteban violated his sacred boundary. He crossed a line of corn pollen their priest had sprinkled about the pueblos during a sacred ceremony. Zuni warriors killed Esteban at Hawiku. When Fray Marcos heard about Esteban's death, he hurried back to Mexico City with bad news, right? Today, a black monster, Katsina the hijack, or Cacuana, appears in the pueblos of the Southwest during ceremonies. Might Cacuana be a representation of the way Zunis and others remember Esteban and the first Spanish expedition in their world, which means it looked like them. This is what the Spaniard looked like. This is what Esteban looked like. This is a weapon of death. Weapon of death right in our face bone. So let's fall back and watch this weapon of death that they're going to call Esteban, cute little Esteban. Really a grown-ass man leading a charge, against the Nagas and Kalelus, against the Nagas in Hawaku, against you, my Naga. The copper-colored Nagas found here, according to their dictionary, the originals. You ain't Ahab, you are original. You know they're looking for the Prester, right? The cons of the Prester, but the ones that found you didn't look like no white man, my Naga. It looked like this. He was the first, right? He was the first, right? He was the first explorer, or they say that Coronado was the first. So we reading that Coronado live in the ether. Love to Chef Candy, who read a whole entire a whole entire document on Coronado for us. And now I'm just coming in and getting like it's the first time. But yeah, they say Coronado was the first, man, to make contact with inhabitants in Mexico City, New Mexico. But actually, the man who first interacted with the indigenous population was Esteban de Dorantes. Yeah, his life was nothing short of extraordinary, and this is why he's called Saint Stephen. And this is why he's venerated as the child that was carried by the patron saint of travelers, who told him, who later revealed himself as the child of the sun, right? The Christ. The dog-headed Saint Christopher got healed by the child of the sun right in our Facebook. So let's read about it. Now let's fall back and dig on it, man. We just surfing the wave. Oh yeah, the old link I had, that's why I didn't even want to post it. They took that one down. So you can't even watch Cities of Gold at the old link no more, man. That's why I didn't even want to post it, but I did because I wanted my Nagas to get it, But man, we can't be posting these, man, It's really messing up our flow, man. All right. Wow. What y'all want to do? I purchased this series on YouTube, so they can't jam me up. YouTube can't jam me up. We are going to get some fair use in the caboose bone. Let's see. Where's my fair use at? To the black man, discover the fountain of youth, man. Let's get it over here, man. Fair use in your caboose bone, man. I gotta do it because they be hating something, I'm sure there's some cool people behind the scenes working for YouTube. I don't want to bang on everybody, but they be hating, they be hating. Fair use, copyright, 107. Section 107 of Copyright Act 1976. All right, we're gonna do some criticism, some comments, some news report, some teaching, some scholarship, education, and research, man. Recon in your face bone, alright? Recon in your face bone, man. Alright? Okay? Alright? Fair use. Con. Alright, y'all ready? Let's go, man. I think we're gonna just jump into episode 37. It says the city of gold. Seems like a good one, and I don't think we got this far. I don't think I watched these episodes, man. So I kind of want to watch the last three. We'll see what we can do. We just surfing the way. A Lego. Man, I got Templar got his popcorn. He got his. Okay, he's popping off, man. He's been waiting on my life for this, man. Let's let it load up. I'm gonna try to mess with my net, right when we drop it. Just gonna let it load up. That's how my niggas doing, man. How we reeling? What do y'all think about, my theory? Y'all think Esteban is Saint Stephen? Y'all think they would venerate Esteban, for being martyred, right there in Highway Cool? Is he the first Christian martyr? Remember they said that he converted to Roman Catholicism because they wouldn't let a Jew or a Muslim or a Jew on the boats or make the voyages. So y'all think he converted and then he became the first Christian martyr, Saint Stephen? Do you think Esteban was carried at any time as a child over any waters by Christopher Columbus, who was rocking at the same damn time? And do you think Christopher Columbus was a doghead that got his dogheadedness cured for a moment by the child of the sun? Theories, and more theories. Lego!
It is the 16th century. From all over Europe, great ships sail west to conquer the New World, the Americas. The men eager to seek their fortune, to find new adventures in new lands. They long to cross uncharted seas and discover unknown countries, to find secret gold on a mountain trail high in the Andes. They dream of following the path of the setting sun that leads to El Dorado and the mysterious cities of gold.
Children of the sun, see your time has just begun. Searching for your ways through adventures every day and night. With the condor in flight, all your friends in tow, you search for the cities of gold. Wishing for the cities of gold.
The cities of gold. Cities of gold. Cities of gold. Oh, that's pretty.
Esteban flies the Golden Condor against the terrible Olmec war machine to try to rescue Zia. Tao and Esteban manage to leap.
Alright, so they just gonna pop off like this. That's why I wanted to belly flop in season 1. There is season 2. And love to my bro, Big Fred, man, Freddie B. Made sure we was laced with them DVDs, So, as a fallback, we always got the DVDs, the full season 1 and 2. Love to Freddie B. Yeah, they just popped off with an Olmec fighting machine and a flying golden condor that Esteban is flying with some medallion he's wearing. So when we're looking at Esteban St. Stephen, just know we're talking high-tech Negroes doing high-tech things. And yes, the Olmecs have a flying machine. Now, they portray the Olmecs as some storks looking, gremlin looking people. You know what I mean? Of course they have to. They always make us look like, what's that, ogres. So look at these little ogres, you know, that's supposed to be the Olmec. And, you know, what's the story they're trying to tell? You know, the Olmec are fighting against Esteban. Well, that would make sense. Let's go.
Leap onto the machine in midair, and Zia is saved. But Tao is left behind, a prisoner.
Hold up, y'all. They over here trying to play with my net. Let me reboot this thing, and you know, we ain't gonna let them play with us like this, man. We came here to watch some cities of gold, man. This is not going down. I got you, my knockers. We gonna make sure we smooth as eggs, smooth sailing in the cities of gold. You know they be on that play.
You sure, man?
They be on that play. Make sure we all checking in, checking out, cause you know it's about to get good. All right, we popping off from here. All right, fall back. Let's go.
Are you sure, Mendoza? Esteban and Tao jumped out of the Golden Condor?
I landed on the Olmec machine.
That's right, and I was left on the Condor to land it by myself.
Wow, steering that thing through the sky. I bet it's not like a ship. I'm sure glad I wasn't in your shoes.
But luck was on my side. I had the time to take a good look around, and that's when I saw it.
Saw it? Saw what?
What did you see?
You two really are slow. What do you think? I know just where to find the cities of gold.
The cities of gold.
Oh.
Hmm? Just before he died, Apkamayo spoke where the lines joining the three ruins and the burning shield intersect. Just below that star up there.
Oh, you mean,
I flew over an island in the middle of the lake. That's where they are. All the Olmec soldiers that were left here have been killed. We hold this land now. Good work. Now we must find the Olmec flying machine. Some of you stay here and guard the Golden Condor. The rest follow Mendoza.
So they just killed off the Olmec. Y'all just heard that, right? I mean, you know, I'm just gonna get this back it up a little bit. You just heard that, right?
We hold this land now. Good work. Now we must find the Olmec flying machine. Some of you stay here and guard the Golden Condor intersect. Just below that star up there.
oh, you mean,
I flew over an island in the middle of the lake. That's where they are. All the Olmec soldiers that were left here have been killed. We hold this land now. Good work. Now we must find the Olmec flying machine. Some of you stay here and guard the Golden Condor. The rest follow Mendoza.
at last we're going to have a look at those cities of gold.
Let's go.
Take us down, Kalmek.
Forgive me, Great Manager, but it's getting dark. It might be dangerous.
This is all your fault. You did it on purpose. I warn you, if we don't find Zia and Esteban alive, I'll never forgive you. Never.
Shut up, you little savage.
He is right. We are driven.
Hey, y'all thought Star Wars was play? Nah, this was about your past.
Check the position of that island on the chart.
But I don't understand why.
Esteban said that the cities of gold are to be found at the intersection of lines drawn between the three ruins and the burning shield mountain. You heard it. That island is the only possible place. The real joke is that he has led us to it without even realizing it, Cal.
Zia. Ah! Who are you?
Don't be afraid, my child.
I'd be a lot less frightened
I am
if
your
you tell me who
father.
you are. My name is Esteban.
My name wouldn't mean anything to you. I'm the one who guards the entrance to the cities of gold.
The entrance to the City of Gold?
Yes, Esteban, you are now near the entrance to those very gates.
Is that so?
For many generations, it has been my family's privilege to guard the gates to the cities of gold against all attack. At this present time, it's my privilege to be the guard.
How long have you been here?
Oh, for a very long time. But now that you have come, my mission is drawing to a close.
Why? Esteban. Zia? This is the man who saved our lives, Esteban. Yeah, I suppose he did. But
As soon as I noticed that both of you were wearing the medallions of the sun, I understood. Since time immemorial, it has been predicted that you too would come here. Some years ago, a man came here and prophesied the arrival of the children of the sun, and at last the great doors would be opened to reveal the cities of gold.
So this child of the sun, all right, this is a real history lesson, right? So this child of the sun, Esteban, to them has the keys to the cities of gold. This is why they worship him. Now, if he found one of these cities or two or whatever gold he led these people to, this is why he's their God, man. He's their Messiah. He's their Christ, child of the sun.
Their machine, Commander! Look, there it is! We found it! But what are they doing? Why is it circling that island?
Huh? There can only be one explanation. The cities of gold must be on that island.
You think so? On such a tiny island?
Come, we will see.
They're flying back and forth. What is it, some game?
An important game. They're looking for the entrance.
Entrance? What?
Can't see a thing. It's too dark. We may never get there. Master Manatar.
Keep looking. We can't wait till sunrise. The moment of destiny the Olmec people have waited for is about to be achieved. It's within our grasp.
Yes, Master.
Kosha, I'll swim out to the island with Sancho and Pedro. During that time, you return to your village. Come back here with reinforcements. Pedro, Sancho, come on.
Oh! I've never seen so many books.
We keep here a copy of every document in existence since man learned how to write.
It's magnificent. Yes, but the dust from all this old paper, it makes me want to sneeze.
Come over here. Here are the doors that lead to the cities of gold.
Oh, so the mysterious cities of gold are right here in front of us.
Do you see the two holes in the doors, right and left?
No.
Place your medallions in the holes.
Yeah, do you realize all our adventures, all our trials, they're almost over? I feel like crying.
On guard! Danger! What is it? Olmec's approaching the outer perimeter with a flying machine!
Master Manatar, we have found the entrance.
Splendid.
last we have found it. After all these years of searching. By the sacred mountain, Esteban and Zia are here already.
These two always get everywhere first.
Bring Tao here and put our plan into action just in case.
Save yourselves! Don't worry about me! Tao! What's this all about anyway?
You'll find out soon enough.
I would speak with Minotaur, chief of the Olmecs. Show yourself, Minotaur.
Here I am. What is it you want?
I am the guardian.
Don't waste your time talking to them! They're nothing but savages!
Give up. Not on your life. I may find this distasteful, but the fate of my people is in jeopardy, and nothing will stop me now.
The fate of your people, what does that mean?
Time is too precious for lengthy explanations. Open the gates and you will understand.
Never! Don't listen to him! He's lying! He wants to destroy us all! Never open any gates for him!
Tao!
Esteban! Zia!
We'll save you, Tao! I promise you! Do whatever he says, please! We must save Tao!
That I cannot do if the great treasure should fall into Olmec hands.
Now then, what is this? You refuse? Yes, you wish. Then this young man must pay.
They over there torturing the Naga. They over there torturing the Naga. And what does it mean if the great treasure shall fall in Olmec hands? And who's these guardians? Was they for you or for them?
You're all so cruel! How can you stand to watch a child being hurt? What do you want from us anyway?
Esteban, Zia, it is no longer my decision whether or not the Olmecs should be allowed into the cities of gold. The decision is now yours. Only you wear the medallions of the sun which can open the doors. You must decide whether or not to enter the cities of gold. Your medallions are the only keys.
Come here!
Welcome, Esteban.
All right, I accept. I will open the doors under one condition. You release Tao immediately.
You think you can open it all on your own?
You heard me. I'm the only one that can open that door. And I don't trust you. I won't open it with all of you watching. Send up a few of your men, that's all.
Such impudence. How dare you demand conditions? You?
Listen to me. If you don't accept my conditions, I'll take this medallion, the only key to that door, and throw it in the lake. I swear I will. What's your answer, Minotaur?
No, don't do it. Go on, all of you. Take Tao back on board. Kalmek, you understand?
Yes, Master Minotaur.
Go to them and take the boy. Take 4 of our men with you. Understand?
Oh, Tao!
Esteban! Zia!
Did they hurt you badly?
No, I'm all right, thanks. I'm ready for anything.
I am so happy to see you again, safe and sound, my dear children. You don't know how I've missed you.
Never mind the sarcasm. Set Tao free now.
Set your friend free. Not until you open that door. Tao is too precious a bird to let fly away. Come on, hurry along.
It looks as if the Olmecs are leaving Mendoza.
You're right, Pedro. They're certainly up to something. Come on, you two. Follow me.
Well, I wouldn't
Now what is it?
Boats, Commander. Look over there. I don't understand. They're not Maya boats. They're not Inca boats either.
The legends say that the cities of gold are always guarded by a high priest. And yet it would seem there's no resting place on the island. Perhaps the priests live elsewhere and travel to the island only when they're needed for ceremonies or whatever. Yes, those boats could belong to the high priests, in which case we've arrived where we intended. The cities are here.
Oh, this time I'm sure we are within an inch of our goal, Commander Gomez.
Keep on your guard. Be suspicious of everything. The mechanics of that door are impressive. Your strength is equal to ours.
In no way can you compare us, Olmec.
All right, move along. What an enormous door. And mysterious cities of gold are behind it.
Yes. These doors were closed by the people of Hiva a long time ago, and ever since no one has dared even to approach them, certainly not to try to open them.
Esteban, go on, open it.
Oh, no, don't let them get in. If the Olmecs ever enter the cities of gold, the world is lost.
Go ahead.
Esteban and Zia, listen. I have neither the power nor the right to influence your decision. Whether they're opened or not depends entirely on you.
Oh, but why do we have to decide? Only us.
Because that was the wish of the Emperor of Hiva.
But I don't understand. After all, we're only children. Why should we have to make such an important decision? Because of these medallions, it doesn't make sense.
Tedious. Just open the doors and stop all the stalking. We're in a hurry.
Patience, Olmec. They have a right to know. Listen, and I will tell you. These books all around us will explain it all to you. In the past, there was once an empire in the heart of that western ocean known as the Pacific, the Empire of Hiva. Thanks to the power of the sun, which they had learned how to control, the people of Hiva led peaceful lives and prospered.
Try something just so we can see if we can stream it a little clearer. Try to lower the playback speed and whatever little rates. Let's get it back a little bit.
Oh, no, don't let them get in. If the Olmecs ever enter the cities of gold, the world is lost.
Go ahead.
Esteban and Zia, listen. I have neither the power nor the right to influence your decision. Whether they're opened or not depends entirely on you.
Oh, but why do we have to decide? Only us.
Because that was the wish of the Emperor of Hiva.
But I don't understand. After all, we're only children. Why should we have to make such an important decision? Because of these medallions, it doesn't make sense.
Tedious. Just open the doors and stop all the stalking. We're in a hurry.
Patience, Olmec. They have a right to know. Listen, and I will tell you. These books all around us will explain it all to you. In the past, there was once an empire in the heart of that western ocean known as the Pacific, the Empire of Hiva. Thanks to the power of the sun, which they had learned how to control, the people of Hiva led peaceful lives and prospered. At the same time, another civilization, Atlantis, existed to the east on the edge of the Atlantic Ocean. The people of Atlantis also knew how to use the power of the sun, and they built a magnificent empire too. Then one day, a terrible war broke out between them. The cause was so trivial, history doesn't even record it.
High tech.
years and years because the opponents had equal strength. Until the day when their armies first used the weapons of the sun.
That sound like that atomic, BOMB situation that they be always threatening to hit the red button, atom, BOB, all that. So like they have very similar technology and capability of destruction, man. It's history repeating itself.
And this was how those two great civilizations disappeared, engulfed by waves, swallowed up in the oceans to lie at the bottom of the sea forever. But the Emperor of Hiva had foretold this catastrophe. Before the tragic end of his people, he had 7 cities of gold built in different places around the world. And in each one, he placed a great treasure, a source of energy like that in the heart of the sun. In time, the cities of gold were hidden beneath the surface of the earth and protected by indestructible doors which only the 2 medallions of the sun can open. After the Empire of Hiva had been destroyed, everyone forgot about those medallions. Years passed, centuries passed, many new civilizations were created to the east and in the west. Memory of the 2 ancient empires had nearly faded completely. And then, as if by some magic, once again the 2 medallions reappeared in the world. One of them was handed down in the family of an Inca priest who lived by the western seas. That is the one that Zia wears today. The second medallion fell into the hands of a man who came from the great seas to the east and found its way to Esteban. Today, these 2 keys are united, although that may seem almost impossible. But this was not a mere chance. It is written, the destiny of the cities of gold shall be in the hands of 2 children.
Explain one thing to me. If the great treasure is so dangerous, so horrible, and responsible for the destruction of 2 empires, why wasn't it destroyed too? That would have been better than making these medallions we're wearing.
You see, Esteban, the power contained in the great treasure, the power of the sun, had once been used in peace for the happiness of many people. That is why the Emperor of Hiva chose to leave its destiny, the future of the world's existence, in innocent hands, the hands of children.
Oh!
Whether to open this door behind which lies that awesome power, or let it remain shut, that all depends on you.
Ridiculous, all these superstitions. I couldn't care less about the will of the Emperor of Hiva. We Olmecs need that great treasure. It alone can prevent the aging of our race. For my people, this is a question of life or death. Open that door or he will pay dearly.
No, don't open it, Esteban. Forget about me. You must never open that door, not at any price.
You asked for it.
No, Pollock, wait!
Huh?
Don't hurt Tao. I won't let him do it, Tao.
Please, Esteban.
After your explanation, I think I know how important these medallions are. I know how dangerous they are, too. But even if the great treasure has to fall into Olmec hands, I can't turn my back on Tao. He's my friend. I agree, Esteban.
I check. This is Esteban. This is Espanico. This is Child of the Sun. This is Black Steven. This is what they supposedly were finding here, man. Don't let them fool you in these books, man. High tech, high tech.
Oh, how beautiful. The cities of gold.
Is it play? Is it play?
The Olmecs fight a fierce battle to gain possession of the great treasure hidden in the heart of the cities of gold. Will they get hold of it after all? Make sure you watch the next episode of The Mysterious Cities of Gold.
Man. Oh, man. What y'all want to do? What you want to do? These are my favorite parts right here, man. They be breaking it down. Map drop.
When Cortez, the great Spanish conqueror, first came to the Americas, he took prisoners from the Mayas, and among them he found a young girl who came from the Aztec tribes. She could speak both Maya and Aztec and soon learned to understand Spanish. Cortez took her as his personal guide and gave her a Spanish name, Donna Marina. Perhaps she told him of the Aztec legends, and one legend of the god with the white skin, which was to lead to their destruction. The king of the Aztecs, the great Montezuma, had heard rumors about men with white faces arriving in wonderful ships from the east. The Aztecs had a legend that the god Quetzalcoatl had long since abandoned Mexico and would return to them from the east on a particular day. As it happened, it was the very same day that Cortez had arrived from the east, April 20.
So Quetzalcoatl is supposed to return, and so is their JC, which is why the Mormons call Quetzalcoatl JC. He said he is JC. What he means is he's Joshua of the Old Testament under Moshe. It's a code of the rainbow dragon is Hawashua, Joshua. You see, the prophets will all return. And this is where they're getting all this from. Now they got this Christianity, JC gonna return and he gonna do all this. They got all this from Kids of Cold. They got all this from America. They're getting all this stuff from what's happening here is Esteban, Black Stephen, their Christ, child of the sun.
22nd, 1519. Straight away, Montezuma sent Cortez gifts of gold and welcomed him as if he were the returning god. So Cortez and his army, who had expected to fight to subdue Mexico, were welcomed by the Aztecs and found no gates closed to them as they marched through the cities of southern Mexico. Even though Cortez' men destroyed hundreds of Aztec temples and killed many Indians as they marched north towards the Aztec royal city, Montezuma still believed Cortez was a god to be welcomed and honored.
Hijack City. Wow. It's supposed to be a church or something. Castle. And they built it right on top of a mound, right? Because inside this thing, they're going into whatever this is. Tapping into our frequency.
Montezuma and his warriors were feasting with Spaniards. Cortez suddenly turned on them and made them all his prisoners. From that moment, the total conquest of Mexico was only a matter of time. Curiously, hundreds of miles to the south, the Incas had a similar legend that Viracocha, the Inca god, would send them a messenger, a man from the east with a white skin. So the Incas...
So all the hijacks, this is how they translate it. They were looking for gods that look like us so that they can say that they're gods to us. Man, dodge your own damn hijack. Ty Battle done told you.
Set out to welcome the invading Spaniards. But the Spaniards took the Inca gold and killed the Incas and destroyed their cities. To this day, the name of Hernando Cortez, the great conquistador from Spain, is stained by the memory of his cruel treachery to the king of the Aztecs, who had once welcomed him like a god. Goodbye. Till next time.
And he did all that while they were feasting, my nigga. While they were feasting. While they were breaking bread. We're going to start this next one on episode 38. We might not get through the whole thing. Let's just see where it takes us. And, like I said, we falling back. Fair use in their caboose, bro. We just watching some cartoons. We just some niggas watching cartoons. Don't mind us, man. We just surfing the wave.
Conquer the new world, the Americas. The men eager to seek their fortune, to find new adventures in new lands. They long to cross uncharted seas and discover unknown countries, to find secret gold on a mountain trail high in the Andes. They dream of following the path of the setting sun that leads to El Dorado, and the mysterious cities of gold.
Children of the sun, see your time has just begun. Searching for your ways through adventures every day and night. With the khandrop in flight, with all your friends in tow, you search for the cities of gold. Wishing for the cities of gold. Someday we will find the cities of gold. Do-do-do-do-do.
Of gold, cities of gold. That's pretty.
With Tao as a hostage, the Olmecs force Esteban and Zia to use their medallions to open the doors to the cities of gold.
Olmecs, this is the moment we have lived for, when the hopes we have had for so many years will be fulfilled. The time has come when at last we will conquer the power of the sun itself. Olmecs, from now on, nothing can keep us from the cities of gold. We have now arrived. Prepare for separation.
Separation of craft prepared.
Complete separation.
Their flying machine seems to be breaking up into pieces. Commander Gomez, it looks to me as those cursed Olmecs have found the gateway to the cities of gold. I don't want them to get their hands on that gold. The treasure is ours, and no one, nothing can keep us from it. Charge! That gold is ours! Attack! Destroy the filthy vermin! Charge! Attack! Seize the gold! Oh. That passage is just wide enough for us. We'll inch our way along. Come on. Oh, take care. Now, follow me.
Oh, for the sake of gold, Windows, I'd follow you right around the world. And I have.
The world waits for me.
first flying machine will soon be here. That door won't be a problem for very long. You may as well resign yourself to giving us the secrets of the great treasure.
Don't let them get away with it, Esteban. Don't tell them anything.
Tao ain't no play, man.
Perhaps you thought you could escape. When will you realize you have lost? Take me there if you value your lives.
Bravo, Mendoza. Good work.
Now you'll tell your soldiers to draw back, Olmec. The situation has been reversed. I'm giving the orders now, and you obey me. I won't repeat that. I'll chop off your heads like so many dead chickens.
Very well, get back. Do you hear me? That's an order.
Do whatever he says and no protest.
Oh, look, everybody's here.
We really deserve a big reward after all we've been through.
It's bigger than big. Take a look at that. Can you see it? We're rich, Sancho.
We're richer than rich.
Listen, what's that noise?
Come, we'll go to the top of the tower and look for our treasure. Quickly! The great treasure must be up there.
Come on, they mustn't get away.
Our triumph is complete, Kalnick.
Yes, Master.
Who are you, and what do you want here?
I am General Kalmek, commander of Minotaur's army.
Then you serve the king of the Olmecs who is in that machine. Hear me, I know why you have come here. You want to have the mighty sun power unit. No need to be violent. We are ready to help you.
Ready to help us? Don't play games with me, priest.
I mean what I say. I do not despise your people. We are ready to help the Olmec people, guarantee their survival without ever using the fearful power of the sun.
We have struggled for thousands of years for the survival of our race. Our population has never been so low as it is now. We have no time to waste arguing with the likes of you.
Believe in the goodwill of the cities of Gold, Kalmek. Listen to me. If you will trust me, we can avoid all these senseless, bloody battles.
Listen to him. The priest is telling you the truth. You can trust him. Everything he says is right. Put up your swords, I beg you. We must stop these stupid wars and learn to live with each other in peace.
Thank you for your faith in me, General Kalmek. Let us avoid bloodshed. There is no need for it. We can all share the peace and wisdom of the cities of gold. Oh.
Man. Double crossing. Hi, Jackson.
Olmecs do not share. They take all and kill all and show no mercy. Follow me.
Now, why y'all think they painting the Olmecs in this, real ogre, heartless, emotionless, what I mean? See how they putting Esteban looking all like he's a hero and the Olmec's the villain, right? Hey, just dodge your own damn eye, Chad. Let's get a few more minutes.
What can we do?
Stop them at all costs before some terrible catastrophe befalls us all.
Let me through! Out of my way!
At last.
Let it down, that's it. Patience, Master Minotaur. The treasure will soon be ours. The true power of the sun and all the riches of the cities of gold now all belong to the Olmecs.
Red book.
And there it is. The great treasure is ours at last. The solution to all our problems. But what is that empty space at the center of the great treasure? That shape reminds me of something. Yeah. That jar that boy once had. But what's the connection between that and our great treasure? A mystery. What does that matter? Now we have this.
They dropping all kind of jewels, man. What's the connection between? They back it up. They dropping jewels.
That shape reminds me of something. Yeah. That jar that boy once had. But what's the connection between that and our great treasure? A mystery.
Mm-hmm.
What does that matter? Now we have this.
I must have set up some security system.
What's going on?
Now it is too late. You must get away from here as fast as you can, my friends.
Get away what?
Because the roof, the whole dome is about to break open.
Oh no!
Curses! Now what's happening?
Watch out!
What witchcraft is going on? Oh, the earth is opening up. It's like some gigantic fruit shedding its skin. Oh, hardly the time for third-rate poetry. We can get into the cities of gold through that crack. Forward to the cities of gold. Forward!
Is there nothing we can do to stop the Olmecs?
Have faith. Trust the cities of gold. The legend says they will defend themselves if ever they should be attacked. You will see.
I have lived to see the cities of gold revealed in all their splendor, and now it is all ours. We are supreme masters. Destroy the giant tower and rejoin Calmec. He is waiting for us.
Master Minotaur, they're deploying solar panels.
Go up again. Find out what's happening.
It's up to you, Esteban. Call out the sun.
The sun? I don't understand.
Esteban, I beg you.
Only Esteban can call out the sun. Saint Stephen.
Oh, it's a miracle.
What is that? That light? Go on up, damn you! Climb higher!
At your orders, Master Minotaur.
Help me, Master Minotaur! Master Minotaur! Where are you?
Calmec! I'm here!
Oh,
Calmec, come help me! Help me, Calmec!
look, Master. I've got the great treasure from the top of the tower. When I took it, it set off all this.
Quickly, take me back to our base.
Lean on me, Master. I'll help you back to the base.
You see the cities of gold defend themselves.
Can I ask you one question about what you said?
Of course.
You mentioned a traveler who foretold that we would come here. I would like to know where that mysterious traveler is now.
I'm not sure. He travels throughout the world in search of all the 7 buried cities of gold to bring peace to the people of the future. He has a sacred mission. For that reason, no one must know who he is or where he is going.
Oh, Master! Master!
Oh, the
We
survivors.
have to see to them right away.
Don't worry, our wounds are not so bad.
Take care of him.
Esteban!
Here comes Mendoza and the others. They got out alive.
Look, Esteban.
Oh.
Esteban, right? There's worshiping Esteban. They're venerating the child of the sun. And you might sometimes find yourself rooting for Esteban, rooting for the Olmec ship to be destroyed, rooting for Esteban to make it out safely. You might even find yourself rooting for Mendoza. But Naga, it just wasn't going down like that. They flipped everything in this cartoon, man. They're showing you the high tech, though. This Esteban is not your friend.
Oh, all our ancient friends, they're here.
Saint Stephen.
Esteban! Zia! Oh!
Did you see Zia? Maina is with them and she's got my jar. Maina!
Oh! It's good to have our friends back.
You see, Esteban? Didn't I always tell you? You are the child of the sun.
You are the child of the sun god, Zeus. Right in your face, bone.
The Olmecs have the great treasure and put the sun power into operation. Then something goes wrong. The high priest of the cities of gold tries to shut it down, but he could be too late. Make sure you watch the next episode of The Mysterious Cities of Gold.
When Columbus set out from Spain to cross an unknown ocean, he had intended to find a safe sea route to bring back valuable spices from Asia. As it turned out, of course, he discovered America and the New World instead. Cortez and Pizarro were quick to follow up Columbus's great discovery and to plunder the great wealth of the Aztecs and the Incas for themselves. fortunes could be made overnight in the New World, hordes of unscrupulous adventurers set out from Spain, eager for gold. But not everyone came for gold. Some people came from Spain to these new lands to convert the pagan Indians to Christianity, whether they wanted to be converted or not.
Oh, forced convert.
It was a time when Spanish and Portuguese ships were opening up the trade routes of the world. And wherever these ships went, they brought with them Christian missionaries.
Hijack City.
They traveled to India and China to trade, and even caught sight of the faraway island of Japan. But there, no European was ever permitted to land.
Kapango.
Then, in 1543, a solitary Portuguese galleon was blown off course in a storm. They found they were close to the island of Japan and decided to seek shelter. This time, they were made welcome and set up a Portuguese trading station, exchanging European guns and ammunition for the silk and spices of the East. A few years later, Francis Xavier and his fellow Jesuit priests arrived in Japan to try to convert the emperor and his nobles. Under the flag of His Most Catholic Majesty, the King of Spain, conquest, trade, and Christian mission traveled together wherever in the world his ships might go. But by the end of the century, the sea power of Spain and Portugal was already in decline, and the merchant ships of England, France, and Holland were to follow where they had led. Goodbye. Till next time.
Children of the sun.
That's my favorite part of the flow is when they start breaking it all the way down, man. Well, we've been breaking it down, man, and we see that behind the cloak, behind the cute little cartoon, is this guy right here, Esteban de Dorantes, the Moroccan Azamore, first contact with the native people. Wow. This encounter led to Esteban's untimely demise in 1539. How does that line up with the death of their savior? You know, it seems to be all happening here, pushed back in the timelines, and right now, the ball is right out in front. All we gotta do is swing right now, my nigga, cause ain't no way he a slave. What old Charlesy boy running the show. And we'll be back, talking some more Esteban, getting some more of that drop. Looking into this Saint Stephen a little further, this martyr, believed to be a Greek Jew who converted to Christianity. That's crazy. Didn't Esteban also have to convert? Uh-oh. Yeah, man. An excellent and well-trusted orator, his preaching style was so effective that many Jews became worried about his success. Oh, Esteban, the preacher. Oh, man. Oh, Esteban, St. Stephen's Day. It's December 26th, man. And it is name checked in the Christmas Carol good. So it is connected and tied to Christmas, of course. Yeah, we're going to get back on to St. Stephen, man. The dog-headed St. Christopher carrying St. Stephen across the water. So much more to connect with this 1540 to 1542 for the city of Mexico, talking about the Coronado expedition and these 7 villages. Yeah, because, they're looking for the 7 cities of gold. Yeah, I just belly flopped in this in this joy right here. I'm gonna leave it for you, but yeah, they're talking Covera, which means they must be talking Antioch. Yeah, I mean, this is real history, real stories that's happening in America, Managa, in the 16th century, and we're just told that we just got off a boat from Africa and don't have nothing to do with this. But the whole time, I said the whole time, it's all just looking like you. It's connecting directly to us. It does not seem to me that the reader will be satisfied with having seen and understood what I've already related about the expedition, although that has made it easy to see the difference between the report, which told about vast treasures, and the places where nothing like this was either found or known, but we just saw the cities of gold where they found the cities of gold. So which story should we believe? Their records or these cartoon guys, that might be telling us some more of the drop. It is to be noted that in place of settlements, great deserts were found. Does that mean they couldn't, step into the frequency? Does that mean that they were on top of it and not beneath it? Or does it mean it wasn't there? Populous villages of 200 inhabitants and only 800 or 1,000 people in the largest, I do not know whether this will furnish grounds for pondering and considering the uncertainty of this life. To please these, I wish to give a detailed account of all the inhabited region seen and discovered by this expedition and some of their ceremonies and habits in accordance with what we came to know about them and the limits within which each province falls, so that hereafter it may be possible to understand in what direction Florida lies and in what direction Greater India. Uh-oh. We back to talking India Superior right in our Facebook. They trying to figure out what direction Florida lies, right? And Greater India. Anaga, they didn't come over here to North America, right? They came right here to mother sucking India Superior for the dismount. And we out of here, baby. This is part 18 of the Chronicle of Akakor. Florida, India, China, Cathay. This map is in 1548. And we talking the 1500s. This map is in 1548. So this is their perspective, and there ain't no North America. Brazil, Florida, Mexico, China, Managa, Cathay, India Superior. They're in the land of the Khan, looking for the gold. They in the desert, they lost, hoping Prester John will save them. But they can't see it. They ain't in the right frequency to see it. Yeah, we just talking 1540 to 1542, and that was a 1548 map. They're looking for the direction of Greater India, Managa. And this land of New Spain, was that Mexico? It's part of the mainland with Peru and with Greater India or China as well. There not being any strait between to separate. Oh, I have never said we belly flopped on this for the dismount. For the dismount. Greatest dismount of all time. For real, for real. So he says, so that hereafter it may be possible to understand in what direction Florida lies and in what direction Greater India and this land of Mexico or New Spain is part of the mainland with Peru and with Greater India or China as well. And we just showed you that Greater India, India Superior, and Cathay or China, Marco Polo called China Cathay. So all this is China. All this is India Superior, which is why he said India or China. He's looking for the direction of Florida. He's talking about New Spain, Nueva Hispania, Mexico. All this is what he's talking about, my nugget. This is 1548. We're reading 1540 to 1542. Get the drop in the drop library, man. Surf the wave, man. So he just made it synonymous that Greater India is China and that there is no strait between them to separate them. They are connected, Greater India and China. There's nothing to separate them. It's all together, just like Florida, just like Mexico, Cathay, India Superior. This only makes sense looking at this perspective, looking at this map, looking at all the maps we've been digging on with the Prester on it. Now we know they're looking for the Grand Khan. They get part 77 of the Prester John investigation. Yeah, we know they're looking for the Great Khan, man. So, wow. Right in our face, boom. Old Stephen, first martyr, is Esteban. Yeah. I can't believe they just said that. Greater India or China sharing the same mainland with Peru. Right? Like this, El Peru, all connected with New Spain, Mexico, Florida, India, Greater India, China. Amazing. Amazing for the dismount, man. Yeah, they looking for it, man. They looking hard. And they kept on looking and they kept sending. The chosen one, right? The child of the sun. And now they got a church too. I can't make this stuff up. We all know. They been looking for the Preston. They been searching for Preston John. Hey, keep the water flowing, keep the fire burning. Keep checking in the drop chatter. Drop chatter. Ahab Zion Train. He said maximum respect. Brother drop much Ahab for the PJ 77. Hey, surf the wave. Much respect to the tribe. Loud Wah. My bro Fat Khan is popping off, man, giving us definitions. Hawaii knit. Clan Ross is at is at their door. Much Ahab. Allow Wah. Appreciate you, Fat Khan, man. Over there popping off, doing what he do. We'll be back in this Estebanico situation. You know what I'm saying? We'll be back in this, man. And again, support Joy World. Help us build a fence, Manage. This is real time. The most beautiful cedarwood, straightest fence Utah has ever seen. Help us get to the 20,000 mark and complete our beautiful project, complete our fence. Hey, after the dragons on the wall, the dragon sponsors keeping the water flowing at 432 The Drop Radio, man. Hey, we're going to keep it flowing for y'all and support the drop shop, support the mob pack, and continue to pop on. Ahab to the real ones, Ahab to the tribe. Stay up, suit up, choose up.